What a defect of an interview that was. Welcome, everybody, to Game 1 of Liquid versus South American Rejects, not to be confused with Peruvian Rejects, not to be confused with Pain Gaming, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the history lesson. We really appreciate it. Shout out to Slay the Spire. As we get in here, so yeah, Queen of Pain position 1. That's weird. Really weird.
Yeah, I was really surprised by this pick. Blitz had his reasons, but I kind of feel like the Viper lane matchup is all right in the offlane into Quap. I think this is going to be okay, and it's also, you know, Frank is undefeated on this hero, so clearly very comfortable. I would say this is the series today, at least, yeah, probably the series today that is on paper maybe the most one-sided in terms of team strength. I think Liquid have looked very good, and they did lose 2-1 to BetBoom yesterday, but they also look like potentially the team to beat. So you take that into account. I'm with Weeha on the draft. I think they did a really good job on the Dire lineup of finding good solutions here from the Rejects to certain problems that Liquid are proposing, but it's still a lineup of just like almost exclusively S-tier heroes in the patch that Liquid have got for themselves. So counters are one thing. Step number 1, now you need to execute, because the heroes can carry their own weight if they're not behind.
That's right, Cinderin. Very well said. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Jinx.
Thank you. Thank you, Shannon.
You owe me a soda.
No, I don't.
Yes, I said Jinx.
Yeah, but we didn't say the same thing, so you owe me a soda.
What do you mean?
You owe me a soda. You also own me.
That's true.
You own me a soda.
Very good. Thank you for that transition. Really appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. Mickey, I mean, one thing we've talked about time and time again is the late game on Queen of Pain is absurdly strong. Unless there's a Rubik in the game. There is a Rubik in the game, but it's on their own team.
Yeah. Imagine if Rubik Ags allowed you to spell steal your ally spells.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, wasn't Morphling like that at a certain point?
No, you could. Yeah, you could turn into. Well, you could turn into.
Can't get the ult, but
you could turn into exactly. You could turn into an ally with Ags. That's why we played Morph Shaker all the time. It was great. Very good time for Dota.
Have we missed those days?
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, Morphling, Terrorblade. Glad to not see them played very often now. Could take a couple years off, I think.
Yeah.
Same with Tinker.
Yeah, I'm so glad we get to see Viper every second game, though. That's very good.
Viper's fine.
It's okay. Tofu is going to try to challenge the Lotus. He will fail. Now he might actually be run down. They have the snowball going off. He will dive pre-getting hit by the snowball. I think that's just a mistake, potentially. TP got cancelled, and yes. First blood.
There will be a trade, or will there? Schofield in the cover of the trees. Mickey really wants to finish the job. We'll have to blink out, though.
That just felt like a mistake from Tofu. Just let the snowball hit, and then dive after. But dove away. They still connect. And it's going to cost them. Good start here for Frank. That kill was needed to equalize the lane against Queen.
Yeah, we will get to see Nisha on Beastmaster against Kunkka. So we've seen the offlane Kunkka, you and I specifically.
Yep.
Not the mid yet. Not sure how I feel about Kunkka right now. Feels meh in general, I'll be honest.
I think it's pretty decent. Not like overwhelmingly good, but it's got a place.
Yeah, obviously very good against melee heroes, so should be, I would assume, just a trade of farm between the two.
Yeah, this will be the true test. I don't think we've cast a game where Beastmaster didn't win its lane.
Is this the
one?
Though?
Is this the one that Beastmaster can actually lose?
This isn't old Kunkka, you know? Feels like you can withstand Tiebringers now. But we'll see. I mean, Dark Mago has had a very good tournament so far, especially on... I feel like Queen of Pain has been his signature this tournament. Yeah. Not getting it this time, though.
Yeah, choosing not to get it. It was available for the longest time, but there was Rubik. Might have been the reason he didn't want to pick it.
Yeah, Tofu going for the kill onto Schofield with those fire spirits. Still needs a couple more right clicks. It's going to take a while. Schofield could potentially just deny himself to creeps or just run in a straight line, and he'll get away.
He can TP now. He'll be alive, but he's trying to waste some more time, I guess.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of that.
There's a courier. Oh, come on, man.
Can't be baited.
Come on, man. You got to
get the wraparound into the bounty rune. Nice.
Yoink.
Very good.
Talk about a Schofield sequence.
Absolutely.
That is... You show me that clip and you ask me which pro player do you think did this? It's my first guess. Took the Phoenix, took the bird for a walk. No leash.
Space created.
Yep.
So Ace is playing the offlane Pangolier. We are going to see the Tiny for Wits. So carry Tiny again. has looked very strong in basically every single game. There's not... I mean, last series rather, Necro we thought might be a pretty good counter in theory, but unfortunately for the Necro, it was also countered by the Doom, which was left alone.
I thought maybe Liquid were going to last pick Necro in this game, actually. Looking out at their heroes and the opposing team, I think, again, the tiny matchup could have been good. I think Necro is... The Viper can be tricky. I guess that was the main concern, was that they were worried about their safe lane. I also don't know if Mickey likes Necro. Another problem. Schofield, nice torrent timing there on Nisha's TP, instantly sent flying.
Yeah, wants to go for the high ground. Gets the roar off,
Good
blocked
shards.
off by the shards. Schofield making so much space. The boat coming in now from Dark Mago with the X, sets it up onto Nisha, but reinforcements for Liquid are here, so they have to be a bit careful. The blink in from Mickey. And he does not have Sonic Wave yet, still level 5, but a lot of damage being applied both sides. There's the Sonic Wave with that kill, getting the XP, and Dark Mago dies as a result. He was almost certainly going to get the kill onto Nisha. We had the level up at the last moment.
Perfect timing. A really good rotation as well. TPing his level 5 co-op there is not obvious, but finds the move, gets the reward. And a 3-for-0 exchange. Mickey easily at the top of the charts still. In spite of questions we might have had about the Viper matchup, it did go in the favor of Queen. Oh, cooldown on Blink.
Yeah,
Big damage. He'll live, but this is... Okay, he's got a salve.
Frank the Tank playing the Viper.
Good damage on the tower here. He might actually almost get it. The siege creep. They've got Unleasho down here.
I feel like Frank also has been having a very good tournament. Been very impressed with his play overall.
He is my... I think he has been the most improved player on this team.
He's been the most consistent on their team, for sure.
I just think he's played really well. And he's a player who I would say has had ups and downs in the last couple of years. I think there are phases and patches that just suit him really well, and others where it's like he's not exactly, you know, up to snuff with the likes of Whisper, etc. But I would say in this tournament he's looked really, really good. In particular, he had a pop-off game on Axe that I thought was very impressive. And yeah, he plays a pretty wide variety of heroes. He can play the initiators, he can play the tanky boys like Viper. So quite the arsenal too. Always great. A great asset to have. Either you want some like really hardcore specialist that plays one style very, very well, so that you can almost brute force it even when it's not meta, or you want a guy who's all round. And I feel like Frank is just that.
Ace going for the Mage Slayer here against the likes of Viper.
Yeah. It's also decent against Kunkka. Quite a lot of spell damage.
Now, what do you want to see on Dark Mago's Kunkka? He's going first item BKB. Interesting.
I think it's a
I think that is the problem that I have with this hero is itemization. Feels to me very underwhelming. It doesn't. I never know what would be good.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest heroes to buy the correct items on. Also because not only is it hard to identify what type of game it is, but the cost of making a mistake in your itemization is really severe on this hero. I don't know how this happened, by the way. He just cleaved the Ancients and one of the creeps just didn't move. So he didn't stack.
Nice.
Okay, unlucky. Sometimes the game works against you.
He hit him so hard, he gave the creep a concussion.
Yep.
That's a hidden patch.
I would argue that the Ancient Frostbin Golem doesn't really have anything to...
Concuss?
Yeah, there's not much in there.
I mean, first item BKB is an interesting one. That means they're going to want to fight right away.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously very good against the Pango.
Nisha looking for wits. Not going to roar yet.
No, because TPs are coming. And now the delay tactics. Eke gets off. Actually, a lot of TP. Is this all 5?
Rainbow TPs, and they're out.
Wow.
That is really nicely played from Liquid. First of all, to pump fake the roar and get this rotation, but also completely disengaging. That's a really big win. This is like a 1k gold swing, right? It's like 3 TPs out the window. It's lost farm. It's bad movement. And, well, we haven't really talked about this yet, but look at the support levels. This is criminal. Tusk is level 3.
Wow.
Schofield has nothing.
Minutes.
Every other support in the game is 6.
Space created, Cinderin.
That's nothing, dude.
Space created for everyone else to get XP.
Yeah, including the enemy team, so it's not really Not really the best. He's going to be struggling to find impact here on antics. He has very much paid the price.
Oh,
now
wrap
Liquid.
around from Liquid.
They
Frank
know there's no
is
TPs.
the recipient. There's the Sonic Wave hitting Schofield. Can't get it there in time with the snowball save. Frank dead. And the nice steal. Easy steal for Eki. Viper Strike.
You can just see the sequencing, how valuable it is what Liquid are pulling off. They force 3 heroes top. They get away, and then they make the move bottom. And then they know, well, if we go on Frank, the only hero that can protect him is whoever is in the fog, and that's probably not going to be enough, which was indeed the case. It was just the poor level 3 Tusk who had no play. So just so far, in my eyes, just an outclass in the first 11 minutes here. Better movement, better laning, and a great response to the one mid move that the rejects tried to pull on them. Did not work. So 3. Lead already. Top tower is going to go down, so they also match here. This was the one advantage Rejects had, was taking the bot tower early. Liquid are going to equalize this in addition to everything else. And now Ace. When it comes to farming offlane players, he's one of the best.
Oh yeah.
You have a free game, this guy's going to get rich, and nobody's stopping him. He's outfarmed the Tiny by over 1,000, 1,500 ahead of Tiny on Pango.
That's pretty crazy.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, now he's finally going to get some moves going. So has the Mage Slayer point booster into his Ags as well. This is going to be a really fast Ags.
Yeah, this is a great move if it connects too.
They don't want Schofield. He's worth a creep level of, or creep amount of gold.
Yeah, not a very valuable target. They would love to collapse on the mid tower.
They're going north for the Tiny now. This would be a big one. Into the jungle he goes.
Yeah. Good play from Wits to wipe the wave out and quickly
They
leave.
might find him anyway, though.
This is quite deep, and TP's already again now. They're just going to decide against it. This isn't worth it.
Good positioning, and the scan comes out as well.
Nicely done. Wheel of Wonder. Wheel of Wonder, what could have been if it hit?
Let's see that unicycle.
Okay, wait, so they used Wheel of Wonder and Ghost Ship, and he barely took damage on Quap. They must have just blundered their spellcasting completely against Mickey there. Unfortunate. As the rejects kind of are starting to approach a point where they kind of desperately need something to go right. You're just getting out-farmed.
Yeah, they don't really have any initiation. That's kind of the issue. That's what happens when you put a Viper in the offlane.
Yeah. Kunkka is meant to play that role, but hasn't found the...
No, I mean, it's BKB first, like we said, and then Tusk can play that role to a degree, but we talked about his levels. He can get that blink anytime soon.
Look at those stack counters. 6 to 13. This is why Pango's so rich. So many stacks being made in the top half of the map. Finally, Dark Mago will get something here, but kind of just feel like... As far as South America rejects goes, I don't think we've ever seen them have 1 kill minute 13 in this tournament. Just not really finding...
That's true.
Anything. Any moments of opportunity.
Yeah, Nisha only 400 from Ags, so he's going to start spiraling out of control if left unattended. Feels like Liquid just getting everything. 5k lead, just continuing to grow.
Yep.
I mean, Ace is going to have Ags at like 17 minutes. That's insane timing.
And I think something that's worth looking out for when it comes to Kunkka, this hero falls flat against BKB. Pango already has roll. He's a very hard hero for Kunkka to ever go on because you can just roll up with the shard or with your ulti. So he's a tough target to kill for the Kunkka and catch. The Beastmaster is very tanky and can stand his ground and will buy BKB. Then he's not going to be a valid target either. The supports are going to be playing super far back. There's no like initiating support on Liquid. They're just going to have formation. So as much as I like Kunkka as a hero, I feel like, not to be too pessimistic about it, I feel like the timing's already missed in the game.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you know my
it's going to be
opinion.
tough to...
I don't see the value of this hero right now in this meta. I just...
I think the win rate of it was good in the offlane, but kind of meh and mid.
I don't care what the stats say. Okay, you can win with a dud.
Well, I was just supporting you, but it's fine. You can
I don't want to
shut
hear
it
your
down.
opinion. Just shut your mouth.
See, 70% win rate, but it's on offlane. He's 2-0, I believe. Yep, 70%, 7-3. Trash hero confirmed. Sunsfan TV.
BKB now up. Let's see what value Dark Mago can get. I mean, there's a lot of piercing things on Liquid, I have to say. I mean, Egg obviously not going to be the most consistent, but you have Roar, Spell Steal, Sonic Wave.
Yeah.
4 out of the 5 heroes can go through BKB.
And a lot of the time, it's actually quite easy to steal Ghost Ship if you're in position. Kunkka's animations have a long enough duration that if you're anticipating the spellcasts, you can pretty consistently get it as Rubik. And Ghost Ship is an incredible steal. The Dire lineup doesn't burst heroes immediately with anything else than Tiny, so you're going to get value out of the Rum buff. Dark Mago.
Mago.
He's going to use the BKB.
Stolen Torrent.
You can see that they're just... Liquid are just putting very clever pressure. It's just... They don't even need to kill them. They're just forcing them to play defensive. They're forcing them to use their items for nothing. And in the meantime, just farming the map better. That was a lot of justs, but... They are making it look easy, so why not? 6K with 4 kills. Just something feels wrong about this when you look at it. This shouldn't happen.
And the power spikes are coming still. Ace, we talked about the Ags. He's about to grab it.
So far.
Nisha, of course, has his Ags. Only 300 from Blink. And Mickey, is this the Bloodstone right away? Looks like it.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's only 1,000. This is an incredible power spike between 3 cores at roughly the same time. This is going to be dirty for Liquid.
Yeah, this is what Jenkins was talking about, that Liquid does so well as a team, is they draft into what you would consider counter matchups, then they rely on their individual skill, and they find the moment of opportunity that they're strong, and then they fight. I would say this game is even easier than that, because, you know, they haven't really had to struggle with any sort of pressure coming their way. And this was criticism we had about rejects in some of their series that we cast, or some of the games that we cast, where they just resort to farming. They have a lineup here that I think needs to activate itself and not really finding any opportunities.
Yep. They get the roar from Nisha into the kill on El Misho.
That's a good steal for Rubik.
Get the tier 1 as well. Yeah, the knives for Eki. No, you're right, though. Like, looking at the cores specifically for South American rejects, one of them, you're like, okay, this guy can farm, that's Tiny. The other 2, they have to be involved. That's the whole point of the heroes.
Yeah. No, this is, I think uninspiring is the best way to put it, watching this.
We've seen them fall flat like this.
Yeah, and it
ends up being a long, drawn-out, same conclusion game.
Yeah. And it's worrying because if this is what you're bringing to the table in Game 1, usually Game 1 is where you're trying to, you know, surprise the enemy, bring some cool strategy or whatever. If this is the best you've got today, it's going to be a short day for the rejects here.
Yep, so Bloodstone online. Ace has Ags. Nisha has Blink. I'd expect a smoke pretty soon from Liquid so they can
a good time to strike.
Realize their gains, as it were.
They don't have to, though. But
that's true. They don't have to.
Who's making them? Just keep farming,
But how
boys.
does if they group up, how do they possibly lose a fight? Genuinely.
Yeah, I think it's tough too.
Ace looking for the Rolling Thunder. He will get it with that Ags. Flying. Oh my God! He hits all 4 heroes. They're gonna be able to clean up the Rubik. Where's the follow-up? Tofu with the dive in into the Sunray, and here comes Nisha. He's going to apply so much pressure. Frank getting healed thanks to a huge Lotus. Mickey is there with the Sonic Wave. Not doing the greatest connection, though, as Wits will tumble. Nisha just barely surviving. No, does tick out eventually. He ends with a double kill. And in the meantime, these heroes on the Dire side are just melting. Nice Sunray keeping his comrades alive. Liquid lose 2, a full team wipe requiring a buyback on the Schofield.
So... You won the fight 5 for 2, with Rubik dying first and hitting 0 heroes with Sonic Wave.
Yeah, the Sonic Wave was quite...
Okay. Do you guys want to hit your... I mean, they don't need to hit the spells, it seems.
What the heck?
Unnecessary. All right, we're going to pause.
Nice
Ace lagging. Okay, Mickey lagging.
Oh, it's Mickey.
Oh, do you think Ace just shares control with Mickey and then he's just playing his
Oh, the secrets have been revealed.
Oh.
And he's close to blink now.
Yeah, you're going to see the replay here. So Eki is going to be the first point of contact here for Wits, and they do get a decent wheel out and kill him off immediately. But the Pango roll, as you mentioned, loads of connections. And look out for Mickey coming in from the right-hand side, showing how it's not done. It's on the way here. Queen of Pain shall arrive.
Here he comes, Mickey. Boom! That's how far ahead they are.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's why he disconnected. It's like, I could not have missed that spell. There must have been something wrong.
The hitboxes are off, guys. I think we're using Subtick today.
Okay, great voice for Mickey. I'm sure he'll appreciate that when he listens to the VOD later. Like, wow, okay, that's pretty accurate. Eki on your screens now. Do you know what 4,489 to the power of a half is?
No.
It's 6-7.
Great.
Yep, I saw that on Reddit yesterday.
What is that? I didn't mention ChatGPT at any. Did I?
No, but you're brain rotting.
Okay,
That's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, Eki, bit of a memer, streams a lot. It's impossible not to lose your sanity, I can say from personal experience. So he's just bringing it with him into the game. No sponsorship obligations, unlike the players on Liquid, who would surely have some really dumb stuff in their names too if they did. Actually, they do have a bit of flair. I think it's usually, yeah, Mickey still has Aiden in his name. As always.
Caught off, dead. Box first, then dead. Dying inside the box. You've created your own coffin.
And
convenient.
Fittingly, you get killed by swords or the swashbuckle. It's very thematic.
Yeah, that's true.
Put him in the box and a failed trick from the artist.
You could use Houdini in this game.
It's a very bad matchup. Pango is a nightmare matchup for Ringmaster. Won't block any of his physical damage. He can keep connecting on heroes in the box. And now Eki will get the nice telekinesis. I think it's cool to see this come back, like the save telekinesis. I'm happy that we're getting to see that more, because even when Rubik was played in 740, felt like people weren't really buying this nearly as much, and now it's being prioritized a hell of a lot more. Now in this game he gets it for free, but we've seen it purchased quite a bit. Nisha.
It's okay. They open up onto the Beastmaster. The Wheel of Wonder to follow, but now the counter initiation. Wheel of Wonder onto two, but a big Sonic Wave, this time hitting for Mickey. Ace staying alive thanks to the Essence Ring, but Nisha does fall, so a big kill for South American Rejects. It's going to cost them 2 supports.
Oh, they got the Yule
trying to deny onto Roche. He does. Roche beats the shit out of him. Dark Mago is seen, though. So they will at very least get that, and they steal the boat, it seems.
Yep.
So Nisha, a couple deaths now.
It's never for free, though. It's expensive. They end up burning 3. Also, fighting away from their Viper, I think, is kind of a questionable choice, but it's easier said than done to connect the whole team here for a move. Look at that, a 3-for-1 exchange. It cost them 250 gold. But obviously it compounds with the death timers and not farming. It's a bigger loss than that. Now, time for some lucky shots onto good old Roshan. Beastmaster about to arrive, and you would imagine the Aegis goes.
What level is Mickey on co-op? As in Dota Plus. Is that 10?
This is 6 to 11.
6 to 11, okay. The Sonic Wave is the first thing we noticed, right? The miss.
Yeah,
right here, he tried to blink in the pit, didn't make it. Not as comfortable.
He needs to disconnect again now.
Yeah.
The Sonic Wave was good after the DC.
Yeah, fair.
They will indeed give it to Nisha here. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yep, he is the one that they've been prioritizing. No longer, though.
Yeah, this Dire lineup doesn't fight Aegis very well. They have to use big spells for kills.
You can delete the word Aegis from that, and it's still true.
You just don't like Kunkka. I understand. I get it.
I really don't.
I get it.
I mean, I like the concept. It's, man,
that's
I miss the old Kunkka, man.
Yeah, you want the cleave back.
I do.
You love cleavage.
I mean, yeah. Who doesn't?
Oh.
You saw the trailer last night. Schofield getting burned up.
Without context, that just sounds really weird to the audience.
Oh, yes.
Of course, the trailer to Relic Arena. Let's be clear here. What Shannon watched last night. All right, Nisha.
Nisha.
He has the Aegis, but
Don't want to waste it here, though. X marks into the boat.
They call his bluff
Yeah,
button.
telekinesis.
Save. Oh man, this is so bad for Kunkka to play into. That shard just is such
Up,
a
Sonic
good.
Wave onto 2. Mickey is going to get torrented for his troubles. As Dark Mago, did he X himself or was that stolen? Either way, Schofield being chased now by Nisha. Mickey should be able to finish it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, making this more
Yes,
annoying.
Blink. Okay. Schofielding.
Schofield, yeah. Standing still, they'll never look there. Okay, run into him again. Good attempt on the deny, not happening.
$14K the lead now. Growing by the minute. It's a very clear trend. If you look at the graph, just a constant increase in the pockets of Liquid. Every minute, it seems like they gain 500 more gold than their opponents.
Look at that hit. That's what Kunkka has been reduced. What has happened to my boy? I mean, there was a time where it was a bit egregious, where you would go Divine and it would be relatively safe.
Yeah.
With date, like, sure, that was too much.
The game has changed a lot.
But this, yeah, that's true. That might be fine now. Who knows?
The old Kunkka wouldn't even be broken in current Dota, I think.
Yeah, let's revert all that. Let's look at all the patch notes, delete them. You can have ChatGPT help you out.
Oh,
there.
deleting patch notes sounds like something I want. Are we on the same page
The
here?
hero is just... You said uninspiring about the gameplay, but I'd say the hero's uninspiring right now. 2.5 minutes on the Aegis. Liquid just running over South American rejects right now.
You
Game
say
one,
right now, I would say the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, the whole game has been theirs.
Okay.
What the hell is Cinderin Protocol? Man, you got some chubby cheeks there, Cinderin. I like that. As they find the Kunkka.
What is this shit?
It's slop.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It is a lot of slop. Dark Mago had the BKB run away. And I mean, they might still find him. Ace with the swash, and yeah, they'll get the kill. This is getting hard to watch, if I'm being honest. Frank with the Viper Strike just runs away. Liquid not being punished any step of the way here.
Yeah, they just look. You also look at their cameras. They're just very, like, calm and composed. Just very
Oh,
straightforward.
another one. Darkest, is that Slacks?
I don't know what's going on.
I think that's Slacks at the top. Yeah.
Okay.
That was one trend that I liked. I know that we're not big fans of AI art in general, but you put in a prompt and then you just make it more extreme, more extreme, more extreme, and you see each iteration, it does get hilarious at a certain point. Always ends with a galaxy. You know, that's the common denominator. Nisha with the shield rune. About to dissipate though. They will get this tier 2. And that means only one tier 2 at the bot remains. 45 seconds on the Aegis. Doesn't look like they're going to use it in any capacity. And okay, what is this one? Yeah, that's more galaxy-like.
All right, it's reached.
It's like a hive mind up there.
It has reached its final form. Fortunately. That's the end.
Cinderin's not happy. He's not happy seeing that. I'm not happy seeing this game though, so I'd rather see that in the game right now.
Oh, that's rough.
It's atrocious.
That is harsh words.
They didn't show up to game 1. Let's be honest. Like, why are we mincing words here?
Let's just wait. They've got a plan.
Their
It
plan is
involves
to.
sacrificing wits first. Need to.
He's getting rooted. He's getting killed. All right, what's the plan from here?
It's the rubber band strategy.
It's yeah. If only that still existed. The sniper Juggernaut troll patch. Was that the same one with the rubber band?
I don't know if that was the ho-ho-ha patch. I don't think so, but could. I mean, all the disastrous ones kind of blend together in your memory, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the rubber band was something else.
That was actually what Turbo it probably is now. Genuinely. It's Mickey. They're going to open up onto El Misho. He boxes himself. He's put under the high ground. Gets the Wheel of Wonder as well, but now the Rolling Thunder from Ace. Not that much damage being applied to the Quap. Will blink out. Gets X marked back, though. Here's the Sonic Wave with the Bloodstone healing him up. And Dark Mago takes a tumble. Ace still on the high ground. They get the Torrent, which is stolen onto Frank. Pops the BKB. Dies shortly after. 4 dead in favor of Liquid. Look at the HP bars here.
Yep.
Quite healthy.
Looking.
No damage.
I got Mickey quite low, but then he pressed some buttons and got Sunray healed.
That's good.
Oh, just wait. It's all part of the plan. I've seen this before. South American rejects are not going to win, but it's part of the plan. They have an idea.
Oh, did we miss 420?
Well, it happened during the fight.
Damn it.
It was very
That's
quick.
your job to look at that.
I was thinking about pointing it out, but it already crossed. It was too quick.
Okay. And we don't have any more coming, looks like.
Unfortunately, South American rejects have 1 kill too many here.
Yeah, if they can get 7,
If they could get -1
and
kill.
Liquid can get 66, which we're on pace for.
Yeah.
That's 1 lane for Liquid. Not even needing the Aegis here. Roche, a minute away from knowing when the spawns will be.
We're almost approaching the 1K GPM lead mark, which I can probably count on one hand how many times I've seen a team lose in all of Dota history with that. So
Did it involve Eternal Envy by any chance?
maybe one of them. I'm not sure. Oh, Ace, hello?
Yeah, he's feeling very confident. There's no backup yet, though. So Rolling Thunder used to no avail. And now they're going to smoke. They're going to take this opportunity knowing that at least 1 spell is down. And if they lose this fight, I could see a GG.
They're going for this, and if it fails, they just immediately GG out.
I would think so, as they're going to find the opening onto Mickey, get the Avatos with the Wheel of Wonder, but the save is there into the Sonic Wave. Mickey healing up with the Bloodstone again, blinks out to safety, and now it is likely not going to turn out too well for the South American rejects. Although they do a lot of damage to this Pango, that's a good kill. Ace ends up going down to Wits. Mickey able to finish off Schofield, though. So 2 supports for the offlaner.
Stolen Torrent, nicely placed from Eki. Can they get a connection off of it, though?
The high ground trying to run away. Torrent continuing to hit Dark Mago. Been a more successful Kunkka on the Rubik, it feels like, this game. As Mickey jumps in, gets a burst of heal with the Bloodstone. Nisha down to half HP. Mickey continuing with the Shadow Strikes onto Dark Mago. Schofield really low as well.
He might.
Don't stand next to each other.
Don't be close. Don't be close.
This would be fitting.
Okay. That's 1. He needs to not be close to the. Don't go
keep
close
going.
to Kunkka.
Keep going.
Don't
go into the
stack
fountain.
with
No,
him.
keep going. Don't stop now.
Okay.
Unfortunate. That would have been the most entertaining part of this game.
Yep.
27k lead for Liquid.
Yeah, that's the good news here for our rejects. The gold lead has plateaued now. For the first time in the game, they didn't gain GPM for 1 minute. Liquid are flatlining, which is not a good sign, of course. You want to keep growing that lead forever.
Oh. Another smoke for the rejects.
Oh.
Another smoke for the rejects. With the Wheel of Wonder, again going for Mickey. A lot of damage. Sunray trying to heal him.
Okay.
Not going to happen. 80 seconds on the deck. Tofu. He's the one that gets telekinesis instead. He does not have his ult. Get the Yules, and that will set up the kill.
I told you, it was all part of the plan. You just got to believe. You just got to wait.
Okay, what's the percentage on this game now?
90-10. I respectfully disagree.
10, huh? In what goddamn universe is this 10?
11. 7. 10.
What the hell?
Okay,
what happened?
I think this is just
having an aneurysm. Dota Plus.
I don't know about.
I think a bunch of people just canceled their subscriptions and it just bugged out.
Valve have been known to. Imagine if Valve annually raised the price on Dota Plus, like with Netflix and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people just subscribe. They don't even realize they're still subscribed anymore. That is a fast kill onto the Viper.
Frank the tank.
No, not anymore. More like Frank the Spank. Dark Mago in the cover of his Shadow Blade.
Oh, he's looking for this.
He is. There's snowball control as well. Get the Walrus Punch after the X, so Eki ends up dropping. South American rejects showing some signs of life. There is a pulse, technically.
Yeah. It's a shame they had to get this far behind before these successful moves happen, but this actually happens more often than you might think with a team really far ahead, because when you're this far ahead, you start spreading thinner around the map to farm more, and that can give moments of opportunity You can just play tightly together and still dominate the map. You'll be farming a bit less, but the enemy team will also not be able to make moves on you. And like, it varies by game state what's really better to do. All in all, though, considering just the magnitude of this lead shouldn't matter all that much. Which of the two Liquid choose? They choose Aegis now. That matters.
Yep, Roche number 2, although we get some D-wards first, and Rubik's still not up for 10 seconds. That's not really going to stop them, though. Okay, can they contest this? Roche will globally belch.
They will contest it. This is the game-deciding fight, most likely. Liquid are aware of this, and they'll back out for a bit and let Nisha get back to work. Never mind, you get smoked, sir, against your will. He pinged and said, smoke.
Oh, rolling Thunder onto the high ground. Ace finally finds a connection onto Frank. This is going to be a perma-stun situation. They get the roar as well. Sonic Wave comes out. Fox is not going to save him. 2 dead. And Wisp being pursued now. He's really fast, actually. Now the buyback onto the Viper, so Frank wants to keep fighting. Ace and company, they're going to find Dark Mago. They're going to force out another buyback, so it's back to a 5 versus 5. Dark Mago, though, no BKB.
A couple big spells on cooldown here on Liquid. They might just wait a little bit. They still have Supernova, but no Sonic, no roll. No urgency either, though. You can just chill.
Yep.
Go to their side of the map, wait for these spells to come off cooldown again, go for another hit, and if they kill the same heroes again, the game's just over. And Rejects recognize this, so they're going to try a move of their own, but in turn, Liquid will also smoke defensively. Be ready for this inevitable clash.
Nisha,
no BKB ready.
First, blinks back. Mickey jumps in really deep, gets a scream, and then blinks out. He has a blink dagger.
Oh, he has a blink dagger. I thought they used X Mark from Kunkka, but no, it was actually his own blink dagger.
That is something.
Yeah. I think this is a pretty cool build on Quap that we almost never see, but there will occasionally be situations. I mean, obviously this is a stomp, so it doesn't really matter as much, but there's this idea that when you blink in on Quap, you hard commit, right? Like, then you're in. But if you have this, you can blink in, cast all your stuff, soak spells, and then just blink out with your spell blink.
Don't you blink in? Isn't it a faster animation to blink out with the item?
Yeah, but if you get hit, you can't do it.
Yeah, but you're not going to get hit that fast, sure.
I mean, if you're just blink, scream, blinking, sure. But you generally, if you want to cast like Scream and Sonic and or Shadow Strike, you're obviously leaving yourself vulnerable. All right, free Aegis for Nisha.
Indubitably, as Ace and company, they get the roar onto the Tiny, who gets boxed into the Sonic Wave. The egg is going to pop here, and so is Tiny, and likely the hopes for South American Rejects as they lose 3, make it 4. Only 1 remaining member. No GG called, which is shocking to me. Dark Mago is going to get away with his life.
They have a full minute. It's over. They just need a wave. And they have the top wave coming in. This is a banner as well, so there was a banner, right? What's this Roche number? Yeah, they have it. They have it on Quap. That was the last hero I checked.
Hey, a Daedalus for Dark Mago. We're going to get to see how much worse this is versus the version from 3 years ago. More than that, probably.
Bare minimum megas here for Liquid. Could put the banner and start hitting tier 4s if they wanted to. Mickey's going to keep it in his backpack for reasons unknown. Wants to win with increase the win rate of Roshan's banner.
Still reading the spells of Quap, so just needs to pay attention here. They get the telekinesis and the initiation. BKB popped into retreat mode, into roar, into death.
Nice Daedalus, though.
Yep, that was really
didn't get to hit.
Really hype.
I think he hit 0 times with his Daedalus.
Yeah, that's correct.
Unfortunate. Okay.
All right, and now they're calling GG. So that was game 1, apparently. Hopefully we'll see a better showing for game 2. That was a stinker and a half. My goodness.
One of these teams was way better than the other in this first game.
I mean, the fact that it takes 38 minutes is the more frustrating part than anything.
I mean, you can. Like I said in the previous game, I don't really mind the drafts that much. Okay, Frank, let's see if he gets out of this one.
Frank gets bushwhacked, and he's going to get slowed to a crawl. We'll get the crush off. But the Ice Shards block him in, so he's going to be first blood. Only question is who will claim him. Ace, obviously the one wanting it badly, and he will get it.
So For me, first of all, nice move from Liquid to wrap around from that side. Clearly, Frank was not expecting that. I don't really mind the drafts that much in either game. I think the picks from South America regions make sense to me. I want to see a change in playstyle. I want to see more aggression. I want to see them make Liquid uncomfortable. Because that last game was literally just Liquid did whatever they wanted. You made one move mid that failed, and after that, you did nothing for 10 minutes. And I don't think that's... I feel like I say this a lot. When there's a matchup between two teams where I just think one of them is better, I think the best way for an upset win is to pressure the favorite team early, because they're just going to outclass you on average, and you're going to need to win 2 games here. So
yeah, this is actually a similar lineup in the fact that your mid and off lane have to do shit again.
Yeah.
They can't just sit around farming. Kez can, because I mean, we've seen him late game. He is a disgusting beast.
Yeah, and he has Slardar amplifying him. This is a combination in this turn. I don't know if this hero duo has lost a game yet. Slardar plus Kez in the same team. The games that I've seen has just looked ridiculous. But unfortunately, in the stat book, Wit's one of his best heroes is Kez, but he's 0-2 in the tournament, so they have not converted it into victories. But it's not because of unfamiliarity with the hero. I think this guy is one of the best at it. We'll see if he can change that stat line and not leave the tournament with one of his favorites as a 0% win rate. That's never a good feeling.
Yeah.
Anisha will be playing the Quap against Viper. Not a hero I think about Dark Mago with. Just same as the panel. I see him more of as like a chaotic playmaker, bursty type hero, Spirits, Kunkka. If he doesn't win this lane, what was the point? I think is my question. You're putting him on a different style entirely for your team identity. And
YOLO?
Is Viper a YOLO hero? It's at the bottom of my YOLO hero list.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh man,
True.
Screw it, I'm going Viper. You know? Not really. Good start for Nisha so far.
Yeah, 9-3 versus a 7-1. And I mean, when does this matchup, when is it supposed to be hard for Co-op? Level 2 poison?
I'm not well enough versed in this matchup, to be honest, to know when exactly Viper's meant to get his advantage, but it should be very early on, before Quap hits level 5 at least. And now Dark Mago is starting to... So I think you're probably right. It's the level 3 timing that's the strongest swing here. You go 201. Oh. Good damage onto Amisha. Will live. This is probably Eki's best hero, by the way. The Hoodwink. Saw his stats in the pre-series breakdown.
Oh, mid lane.
Yes, like 70% win rate in pro games, which is very, very high on any hero. Decent chunk of games with it too, I believe. Now, comes with the asterisk of which teams has he played for, what level has the opposition been. Regardless, it still shows a level of understanding and familiarity with the hero, if nothing else. All right, Nisha has to TP to base.
All right, that's very good news for the side of the rejects. He's going to miss a good amount of this wave. He has to walk all the way back with a blink in between.
I was just going to say, I wonder if he's going to glyph now. And he is. So this is him trying to buy himself experience.
Still losing this whole wave.
But, yeah, he will be too late. However, this glyph will make the wave meet here, which is a bigger deal than you might think. Now he's in a position against Viper where it's harder for Mago to zone him out. And he will be able to get, at the very least, the flag bearer plus what seems to be another melee creep here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't want to get into a right-click battle against the Viper.
No.
The Dark Mago starting to dominate a bit in this mid lane. XP advantage is really the biggest difference at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, part of the reason why this matchup is so good for Viper is obviously Queen of Pain can't use Shadow Strike because it hurts her too much into the Corrosive Skin. So you just have to accept that what makes your hero win lanes is unavailable, and by extension you can never really win this one, but you can draw if you play very well in terms of farming. And probably Viper needs to mess up a little bit as well.
I mean, Dark Mago seems to be pretty comfortable on the Viper, despite us not seeing it.
I didn't have my doubts about whether he can play the hero. It's more about how does this affect team dynamics. It was the same issue I took with Heroic, putting Tai Lung on it for as many games as they did. He could play the hero in the lane. He was good at the mechanics. But
Oh, he's going to try to turn this around onto El Misho, but actually Nisha comes in for the kill on the El Misho, but unfortunately for Eki, does not get any XP.
yeah, Eki died first, which is important there. Also for El Misho himself to work his way toward level 4 on the Phoenix. This bottom lane, by the way, very easy for Underlord. He had the first blood, so he gets very quick 2 bracers and is just free laning against Kez. And you would imagine Liquid were not surprised at all to see the Kez, knowing that he's one of the biggest carries of the patch, and the enemy team telegraphed it quite a lot by picking Slardar. So they were already kind of setting up for this.
Oh, the mid gank. Dark Mago staying alive as Nisha has to blink out, and now a Tusk Snowball does connect. Nisha ticks out to the poison attack, and now we're seeing the Viper Strike onto Tofu, so a big turnaround for the Rejects. And they're going to be, and this is night and day difference in game 1.
This is as many kills as they had last game, when it ended, like minute 30.
For sure.
All right. They've got some fight in them, and this time Nisha will be slow to a crawl. The other 2 cores of Liquid are doing great, so, and I don't think there's going to be much stopping them, but at the very least, you have Dark Mago online in a good matchup.
How is this Underlord in this game state? Like, I assume you want to go Crimson this game, but generally speaking...
Nisha, Blink, they're going to dive after him. This would be a huge kill.
Dive in. Schofield is here as well. Nisha goes down to the Phoenix.
They are not letting him play.
And that is death number 2 for
50
Nisha.
seconds cooldown on TP.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dark Mago, bottom lane, shows up with a Viper Strike onto the level 3 Hoodwink. That should be a very easy cleanup for him. And they're going to try to turn this around with the number advantage onto Ace. Looks like he's dead to rights as well.
He's starting to bleed a lot against this Kazurai Katana.
Shadow Poisons continue to stack up. They're going to try to give the kill to Wits almost certainly, or maybe Dark Mago, who gets the double. And he's going to go for Boots of Travel, first main item.
So about Underlord, what was it you...
How is he in this game, you think? I assume Crimson will have to be purchased, as Frank is going to take a good amount of damage. Looks to be dead. Power Shot finishes the job for Mickey.
Yeah, I think Crimson Pipe, honestly. It's also Ace. So knowing him, he loves auras more than anyone else in the pro scene. Has been a big part of his success for years now. He's been playing these beefy offlaners going auras, and yeah, I think, you know, Crimson's great against the Slardar Kez, and the Pipe, I think there's enough merit to it against Viper Phoenix, so I wouldn't mind both.
They're trying again for the Slardar kill, but El Misho's here to hold them back a bit. Schofield coming in from the other side as well. Eki's starting to burn. Shadow Poison's not going to hit there, but still might be able to finish the job. El Misho, in the meantime, does go down to Mickey to turn into good old-fashioned brawl. Support for support to start. As Dark Mago, though, with the Viper Strike, a nice crush, and that is the death of the position 1 Windrunner. Tofu blocks himself in. It happens. Good attempt, but it's not to be. So a 1 for 3, another trade in favor of the Rejects.
Yeah, they're getting a lot done right now with their early rotations. The support duo is putting in a lot of work. Schofield 1-0-5, El Misho 3-2-5 on Phoenix. He's been in 8 kills in 8 minutes.
Sonic Wave, Nisha really wants this kill into Frank, and he'll get it. Finally, Nisha, I was going to say he's on the board. I think he has 2 kills now, though. Yeah.
Yep. This game is okay, all things considered. He's 400 behind Viper, not too bad. Gonna take some lane tax up here as well.
Yeah, surprisingly, Frank is the lowest net worth of the cores with 3 deaths.
It's a tough lane.
Levels are fine, though.
It's a really tough lane. Slardar into Windranger is quite bad. Saw that earlier in, I forgot which teams we cast, where the offlane Slardar was just getting bodied by Windranger.
That was Spirit.
Oh, was it Spirit against...
It was their stand-in, right? Or am I thinking of the Tide game?
No, you're thinking of the Tide game. We had... it might have been Wits on the Windranger, actually, in that game against
Kaz. Get the Bushwhack. And Ace is there to help clean this up. The Raptor Dance is canceled, though. Another Firestorm for the road. Goes in with the Echo Slash. Cannot get the Raptor Dance off, though. So Liquid getting a very valuable kill. Probably the most valuable kill they've found so far.
Maybe he could have slashed his way out. Perhaps. I think it would have been close to dying to the Firestorm, but yeah. Another one going the way of Ace. Super good game for the Underlord, and now, in spite of everything that has happened, Liquid almost with the top 3 net worths, seemingly out of nowhere. Now, the big discrepancy is on the supports. That's where the rejects are really winning from all this kill bounty. Shadow Demon and Phoenix also both level 6 now. Almost 7 on the Phoenix is a very good sign. Eki with his best hero, gonna miss every spell. Unfortunate.
Could have definitely waited for the pit to set that up.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. Ace not queuing any items up. See if he ends up going for the true aura build. Very tanky right now with the double bracer soul ring treads.
I'm trying to think what else he would buy. He's buying at least 1 aura, right? Otherwise, this is an imposter. He's got to prove that it's actually him
We've
playing.
been seeing, I mean, there's 2 builds. I guess you could do a hybrid, but we've been seeing a lot of Atos into Ags, which does feel like you need at least the. I mean, Crimson feels necessary.
I don't think you need Atos this game. I think you have enough catch between Tusk, Hoodwink, and Wind Ranger.
Wits. You get bushwhacked inside of the pit. Not going to get the second route, though, as Wits gets off the Raptor Dance finally this time. And with the reinforcements, they take out Eki.
And just like in real life, the chicken will eat the squirrel.
Sure.
Mago, gonna get
Viper
jumped.
Strike, a good attempt on the Illusion Rune. Dark Mago gets absolutely destroyed. I didn't think that a single Sonic Wave would be enough. But
Focus Fire was doing some work there, too. But yeah, it does. I mean, obviously, it's a lot of damage, right? Pure damage. This is something that Viper cannot mitigate with anything except HP.
that was a killing spree, too. So 4-1-4 start for Dark Mago. And Mickey, what is he opting for? It'll be the Maelstrom to start into, looks
Every
like
game.
Ags.
Every game Maelstrom, and then after that, it is the
I don't
question.
have a read on this new Ags at all.
Me neither. I thought Wind Ranger was going to be less popular than it's been this tournament, to be honest. I thought it was going to feel worse.
Explain
it's
this
quite
hero
decent.
to me, how it works with the innate and the Ags.
Right. So when you use an ability, you get a stack of Tailwind, so you get move speed whenever you cast a spell. And then it stacks, so you get really fast. You can see it in effect right now. Nice dodge on the sharpshooter there from Frank. When you buy Ags, you get Tailwind from attacks. So you're just constantly running super fast, and Tailwind can't be dispelled anymore, and it lasts a bit longer. So TLDR, you get Ags, you hit stuff, you're hasted, and with 600 move speed, and you kind of can't be stopped with anything else than stuns.
Oh, Tofu, they find a bird at the top of the cliff here. Wits all alone for the time being. Finally, Schofield comes to play, gets off the demonic purge. Wits trying to hide in the trees, but the acorn shot's going to give it a little bit of vision. Meanwhile, Mickey going to take an egg to the face. Will have to run out of range as Eki does get a bushwhack, but they don't have the damage now. As Wits cleans him up easily, Tofu falls as well.
Really nice how active Wits is getting here with his Kez. With the Mage Slayer build, he wants to fight. So gets the job done and returns to farming. Another successful hit and run, if you want to call it that, for the side of Rejects. The first time in the game that Kez is top of the charts, too.
A welcome sight for the Rejects, no doubt.
It's going to go Deso next. And once again, the 2K lead is the supports. The cores are even. So that's the challenge here for the side of Liquid, is finding impact on Tofu as well as Eki, especially Tofu. When you're this poor on Tusk, as a Tusk 5, it can get quite difficult to
It was an Atos, by the way.
get much done. Huh. That is very surprising to me. And he still hasn't queued up anything additional. I mean, are we overrating Crimson after the nerf and considering you're playing into all this minus armor? Like, is it not as good as we think it is? I would have gone for that too, I think. You're also, I mean, Viper's also right-clicking, you know, it adds up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pipe would have been decent.
The nerf was
I think.
definitely pretty significant. It was an auto buy in most games at a certain point.
I mean, if Ace on Underlord is not buying auras, what is going on?
Feels like they're just either broken or terrible.
Oh, we've seen plenty of pipes this tournament, just not very many Crimsons.
Yeah.
So maybe it got too little, too much of the axe.
Too much of a Cinderin.
Yeah. It was very good, but maybe now.
Atos set up into the pit. Nisha's here as well. Shadow Strike into the Sonic Wave, into the Sharpshooter. And that's dead chicken again, so Wits. Second death of the game, despite being the top net worth, but very valuable kill again for Liquid.
Yeah, it's totally alone down there, close to the tower. Maybe a little bit too far up. Feels like other carry players, some of the best in this tournament, would have maybe not made that mistake. Just a little bit too eager, perhaps, to put pressure. Given that no teammates are around and you have a lot of responsibility in a very strong position, pushing out that wave is great, and then maybe you could have done some jungle camps instead of overstaying your welcome. Easy to say for us, though.
A good read from Liquid again in the bot lane. They abandon. 3 TPs come in. Nisha is going to be spotted with the Corrosive Haze.
Oh, he's on the trail.
Away, and the bash is there. Here comes Wits as well. This looks to be a dead Queen of Pain. Huge kill. As Eki tries to get to the high ground, but he's just not. You had to say that this was his best hero, huh?
Yeah, you're welcome. He's 2-7, not bad.
7 deaths at 15 minutes is quite impressive.
Yeah. I didn't say what he was best at.
Yeah, best at dying then.
It's his best hero at.
What hero do you think you died the most on? Like average per game in your career?
Pudge. Because I probably only played it like once or twice and I went 0-19 in one of them. It's not a hero I played much.
That is, so why would you pick it?
I don't know. I think there was a really good reason for it. We won the game, Shan. Stop that. It was a good pick.
I want to see this replay.
I was frontlining a lot. I absorbed a lot of damage. That's how the hero works.
Yeah, you're really good at that.
That's right. You wouldn't understand. It's okay. Schofield.
The snowball disappears into the nether realm. Schofield's going to get punched. Brought down. Frank trying to take some sort of consolation. Nice shards, though. Dark Mago using the Viper Strike as well. His attack range is insane. Of course, with that vision from Corrosive Haze, ends up netting them the trade.
What's his range with poison attack? 730 plus 130, right? Yeah, that's pretty damn far. Wits. They're thinking about it again.
They're going to try for it. Atos a little bit too slow. Going to get Sharpshooter. Now the TP from Schofield. They're going to Demonic Purge onto Eki, and Dark Mago with the Boots of Travel joins the party. This is death number 8 for the Squirrel. Sonic Wave completely misses. Raptor Dance will as well. Symphony of Sausage.
Yep.
Of course, Nisha's Sonic Wave was blind.
He has an excuse. Eki might want to get a point in Scurry. I think this 3-4-0 build might not be the right idea this game. I think when you're snowballing the lane and things are going very well, it's good, but just a 2-4-1 perhaps could have saved his... Like, if that singular skill point could have saved him in 2 of the situations, that's really high value, right? I genuinely think he could have maybe lived.
Okay. Show big dive onto 3 heroes, just for fun.
Tofu somehow has a dagger out of nowhere.
Huh.
Tried for the blink punch on the...
His net worth is a lot more respectable now.
Yeah, this looks okay. He's on par with the Shadow Demon. Oh.
Eki, on the other hand, 8 deaths will put you into poverty there.
He has a wizard hat, though. And he has a forager's kit. When he was dying, he dug out a bag of gold. So...
Hype.
This will change everything.
Do you have to pick up the gold, or is it automatic?
I think it's automatic.
Wow, that's unfortunate.
I'm actually unsure now that you say it. Oh, he has found Kez.
Nisha, gonna get bashed up with the Viper Strike in the blink away. Nice pit to try to slow this down, but it's not gonna be enough. Nice disruption as well to stop this focus fire action. And Mickey not able to really turn this around onto anything. Meanwhile, El Misho providing a lot of cover. Eki dies again, but the egg is destroyed by Mickey. Now has to run away. Very little mana to work with. Wits, are you actually diving this? Grappling Claw. He gets stunned up. Pops the wand. He's in a lot of trouble now. Parries off a little bit. They are going to end up getting the Windrunner. The power shot just misses in the end. Triple kill for Dark Mago. They are diving base. That's a full team wipe for the rejects.
That was sick from Wits. Actually, recognizing that that is even a play to begin with was very, very nice. Nets them a bonus 2 kills. Liquid were like, what's this guy doing? It was pretty clear that they thought he was overstepping, but knew the limits, gets a good parry when he's low, gets to reset, and Slardar and Viper clean it up. Of course, as we all expected, Dark Mago on this Viper is now 11-1-6.
Beasting it up.
Yep. They were just pretending.
And as we come back into live, a crush comes out, but Frank his reign will end. He has been hounding Liquid players for quite a while.
Wonder if Dark Mago is going to buy MKB here. Not exactly an item you see very often on Viper, but he is going the right-click style, and it feels like if he can deal with Windranger, this game looks very, very good. Like, that's still the primary problem later down the line is if Mickey gets really farmed, he can probably just kill Kez. It's a bad matchup for Kez in overall, I would say. Kez can also buy MKB to try to offset it, but generally speaking, Windranger's really high movement is one of the few heroes that can actually outrun Kez in a fight. So might play to his advantage. We'll see though. Dark Mago, this would be a huge find. He is mega high net worth. And they'll find him.
They're going to jump him. Not sure they're going to TP because they are going for the old Tormy here. But yeah, that's a 7K or 7x kill streak. And Mickey's the one to get the bounty.
Yep.
Wits will get a shard though for his troubles.
Yep. You saw Mickey swap away, by the way, from the Ags into the Manta first, recognizing there's just too much trouble against the Corrosive Haze. This also gives him a potential disjoint of the Viper Strike. Now Elmisha will finish a pipe here on the Phoenix. Interesting choice. I mean, it's a Quab Ags. I suppose the timing lines up nicely. So I take it back. We've just mostly been seeing Phoenixes go for Solar first, and it's a really good Solar game, considering you've got Kez and Slardar. But he values the pipe higher, and that just says to me that they want a team fight, and they want Quap to not obliterate everyone. So must be the line of thinking here. And now he is going to go Crimson. Interesting. Elmisha on the Phoenix wants to buy it. Huh. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Eki. Wow, it's crazy what Scurry can do for you.
Yeah, and he's going to get dove on, though. Elmisha will find the aces nearby. Sunray comes out, Eki burning away, and another death to his name. Now he's double digits.
It's a shame that when he finally gets to use Scurry to escape, it's in the one situation.
Okay, this would be a huge kill. We're going to try to turn this around to Frank. That is an easy one, but Mickey might be the price. Snowball inside. Wits with the Raptor Dance doing quite a bit of damage. They take out the Windrunner. And Ace left alone, trying to go through the Dark Rift. Good luck, sir.
Ace is not tanky.
I wonder why.
Yeah, it's just, it feels weird to say it out loud. He's playing Underlord and he's not tanky, but he's playing into Slardar and Kez, and he has no auras and no Lotus. Can't help but feel like this Atos hasn't really done them much good here. Either auras or Lotus Orb would have been my preferred version, but see if they can get some nice combos going with it later. But so far, totally, it's so fascinating. Like we was talking about with the South American Rejects team, it's just seemingly very inconsistent, both in the best and in the worst way.
Yeah.
They have games like this where it just looks like, wow, these guys could, you know, get a top 3 placement. And then you have game 1, it's just like,
why are they?
Why are they even here?
Yeah.
It's quite strange. Generally speaking, teams that are that inconsistent don't get all the way to the top. So if they can somehow iron out those, like the lowest portion of their games, or at least make them more competitive.
Raise the floor.
Raise the floor indeed. And of course, if they win, they're going to raise the roof.
They'll raise something, that's for sure.
Okay, not going to get more into that.
Mickey 1,000 away from Ags. So just move speed.
I mean, it's undispellable. Tailwind. Which is, you know, it's a lot of move speed. And
it's just an interesting one.
Yeah.
Usually you don't see Ags that are very one-dimensional.
no, that's true. So his max move speed currently is 640. Really fast.
Dark Mago right now with the Manta, Hurricane Pike, and not that far away from BKB.
Great BKB game. Damage mitigation against Windrangers.
Frank's got his BKB on the way as well.
Lots of mitigation against Queen, Hoodwink, Underlord. Yeah, he's going Lotus now on Ace, understandably.
Eke. Sharpshooter's going to give him a little extra distance, but there's a Sladar in the game. There's now a Bloodstone picked up for Nisha, so a lot of big items for both sides.
Eki heard you talking about my Pudge, and he...
Yeah, but the problem is he has 2 kills.
He is paying, what's it called, homage? Was that what Slack said? He's paying homage to my...
That's right.
Maybe he's been watching a bit too much Simpsons lately.
Good one.
Who in the Dota scene would most resemble Homer? Oh, this could be a good kill. Instant response.
Yeah, Tofu's going to pay the price.
Not going to happen.
Yeah, Liquid, same type of moves that they were trying to make, that they were making in game 1. Just now that they're in 9K deficit, feeling totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to play when you're winning. Would have thought.
Homer Simpson slacks.
Is it?
I think so. Wait, who else would it be?
I don't know.
Jenkins is, I would be the grandpa, I think.
Who's Maggie?
Slacks as well.
He's also, by coincidence, he's also Marge. Kind of crazy. So much depth to his character. Yeah, he could just be anyone.
Yeah, this is what I was going to mention. Roche, I feel like they could have potentially gone for this earlier as well, but they have the lineup to take this easily.
Especially with an amp. Oh, it's not even amp damage on Kez. It just looked like it. Ages on Dark Mago. Was Viper the secret all along, Shannon? Was it the secret sauce?
That's what they need. Very stable. We'll see how it scales, though. We've seen it drop off before.
Yep.
Last game that it dominated was Amar today, and he was gifted Ags, so not fair comparison. So just a recipe away for Dark Mago's BKB.
It's about to hit level 20 as well for one of the most underwhelming talents in the entire game. Predator damage per missing health. It used to be worse than this. It's still not very good. See if he takes that or if he takes the Viper Strike DPS.
Oh, Schofield, nice blink disruption. Wit's gonna try to connect. They get the crush. Man, that's easy.
This hero combination is just...
Should be seeing this more often, surely.
Yeah. Our experience watching Kez slaughter as wins might just continue at this rate. Whenever this duo is ahead, if you corrosive haze someone and Kez gets on them, they just die in the blink of an eye. And eventually, if the game goes late, you can never get rid of the haze anymore. Just takes the left talent on 25. Ace.
Ace, let's see how tanky you are. DPS check. Pops the Lotus and dies within 2 seconds. Anisha, he wants to play though. I've seen this before as Frank has been hounding him for quite a while. Meanwhile, Wit's finding a Tusk on the high ground. Snowball gonna keep him alive for the time being, but one more right click will do it. Double kill for Chicken Man. And Eki wants to die a 12th time this game, and they will oblige. 4 dead, and this was all disjointed too. None of this was connected at all.
No, they're just getting run over.
Hey, there is a Crimson in the game, but it's the opposite team, El Micho.
Phoenix got it now. I mean, it's fascinating how this is possible when you think about it, right? Like, that one team can look so completely lost in one game, and other can look unbelievably dominant. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's massively draft related in the same way that you, like, it's not like, okay, the draft in game 1 from Rejects was just terrible, they didn't stand a chance, etc. Because I thought they had pretty good tools that game as well, just didn't really work out. This time, a couple things go their way, and it's like watching, I don't even know, like a different tier of team even unfold in front of our very eyes. There's the BKB now on Kez. And Liquid, what are you going to do? Every fight when Windranger gets Demonic Purged, she's going to be in massive trouble. She kind of can't let that happen.
Yeah, the Blink Dagger on Schofield's hard to avoid.
Yep.
Trying to reclaim their triangle as Almisho, showing himself, will die. Crimson Guard's not going to save you against a 1 versus 5.
They did not have anybody near, but that was a little bit surprising that if you want to take that that ward or that high ground, I get it, but probably bring some teammates over or let the Aegis guy hit it. You have a Viper with Aegis with a minute and a half left on it. I feel like that could have been the guy dewarding and just being in front. You want Liquid to go on Dark Mago. It's the best possible fight. Instead, they're going to bleed out a Phoenix. Not the end of the world, but...
They find Frank. They're going to force out the BKB. Sonic Wave actually used onto Frank.
Very aggressive, Nisha.
They're not getting that kill. Kez, in the meantime, trying to get initiated. He's actually going to get stun locked, though. Focus fire on him, and that is a dead Kez. Out of nowhere, the Shackle Shot connecting from Mickey. He's going to pay the punishment, though, as Dark Mago with the shield runes there, along with Frank to double team him. Schofield inside the pit. That's 3 dead now for the rejects, although Phoenix just respawned. And now Ace taking the right clicks. Uses the Atos on the Viper, slowing him down with the Pit of Malice into the Bushwhack, into the Sharpshooter. A lot of damage onto the Slardart, but Frank gets taken out by Nisha first, getting saved with the Snowball. And somehow he gets out. Tofu not going to be so lucky. But a very good fight for Liquid overall.
Yeah, that was a 4 or 5k gold swing. All of a sudden, a complete misjudgment from Wiz.
Out of nowhere.
Got shackled very quickly. He has the tools to prevent this. He could have BKB'd immediately after going in, but wasn't anticipating getting countered that quickly by Mickey. But Mickey knows his Kez, so he knows how to counter his Kez. And he was on top of that immediately. Let's see the replay here. So this shackle, almost instantaneous, also the blink punch. Pretty big for Liquid, keeping hope alive. Eki keeping his streak alive, 2 and 13.
Man. All right, how many deaths do you think?
Do you want to do an over-under or what?
Let's do an over-under.
Over-under 18.
Man, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah?
I'm going to say under.
Okay. I'll say over.
Wait, if you say, so what happens if it's exactly 18?
Then we both win and we're really good.
Okay.
I agree with that. Most people like
I mean, I will say 19 plus deaths is super rare. Super rare.
It is rare. That's why I'm very proud of my 19.
Basing that off of your Pudge game.
It was a different time. Dota has changed a lot.
Well, Tormentor goes
Phoenix. That's nice.
Yeah, that's always a very quality of life. I mean, it was guaranteed, actually. It looks like all 5 of them have shards.
Yep. This kind of brings the gold back to where it was before the fight. 13k lead on the Radiant side. Tusk with the punch and focus fire. Quick kill.
Yeah, Misho goes in with the Crimson Guard. It's going to cost the Tusk his life. Attempting to TP. Burns to the ground just before he enters his base.
Well, Mickey's on the hunt here.
Yeah, Fiend's Gate will go through it. There's the Pit of Malice. The buyback coming out from the Shadow Demon. The egg is placed, though, and now the disengage from Liquid. They force out a buyback and they smoke up, but they're corrosive haze right now, so they know they're smoked. Now an Aghanim Scepter for Frank, so going to be a lot tougher to kill.
Oh, Nisha just blinked into the wave.
Yep, gets disrupted. Wits in the area with the Echo Slash. He's going to pop the BKB early this time, just like Cinderin wanted, and that is a very squishy ace. As Nisha is going to have to blink away. Underlord not able to take much of a punishment right now.
No. He needs more beef. I wonder what the best item to buy here is for Underlord. Like AC comes to mind, Shiva's. Seems tough to find the right defensive build to get you out of the situation.
The fact that the answer to that question is never heart this early, it makes me sad.
Yeah.
Feels like a luxury.
He dies too fast.
A 5th, 6th item you get heart.
You can't really leverage the regen when you die in 4 seconds. It doesn't really do that much.
He had Crimson, maybe. Schofield's going to be spotted. He's actually going to get sharpshootered and killed off. Nisha gets the credit for that one.
So dieback, right?
Yeah, I think so, actually. Yeah. A lot of long-range poke here from Liquid, so not needing to put themselves in weird spots.
This is actually kind of a big deal. This is a 1-minute 5v4 with Roche spawning. If Liquid were to find the right move and they could get themselves an Aegis, that would be absolutely huge. Not so much for them to have it, but for the other side to not get the second one. If Rejects could get their hands on that on Viper again. Dark Mago's almost level 25. He is so farmed.
Jesus.
Actually unreal how rich this guy is on Viper.
What do you take?
I mean, it makes sense that this is his first game of the tournament on the hero when he's just having one of his best performances. Want to save that for now, apparently.
Well, despite only having 4, yeah, they're going to get Roche uncontested.
Yeah, what 25 talent does he take? I mean, I'm guessing he'll take the left one. The
CDR.
half cooldown on Viper Strike is pretty good. Down to 15. The right one is better when you're playing Axe, I would say. But comparatively. We'll see, though.
All right, Ace, he finishes Gleipnir.
Yeah. I was entertaining the idea of going Disc, but he can't do that either because there's Shadow Demon. And when he is the target, the Purge is very reliably going to land. So he's going to go BKB against Haze and Kez and Viper. I mean, it's just a tough game for him right now at this point. That was in spite of having a good laning stage. Really doesn't have any obvious build.
Look at El Misho's build, by the way.
Oh, Orchid too now.
This is... Take a picture of this.
That could have been the Underlord's inventory.
What hero is that?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah, he is super duper farmed. 14k net worth on the Phoenix. That is close to Slardar territory. Now Nisha going to continue with the Shadow Strikes onto Dark Mago. Of course, they have that Aegis for less than 4 minutes.
Yeah, just non-stop poking, trying to delay. All right, full disengage from the side of Rejects. Give some breathing room here for the Liquid boys. Now, Mickey will finish Mjolnir if he wants to. He won't have buyback. Looks to be the case. Yeah, fully committed. And Daedalus will be next for him. So, all out in the damage department. It's very clear what the plan is from him. He needs to isolate and kill either Viper or Kez, and he can do that via Shackle Shot or Blink Punch. And some sort of Hoodwink combination. Obviously, breaking Viper will always be an option they have.
That is an inventory. A heart on Dark Mago now.
Yeah.
And there's the Daedalus for Wits, so pretty big power spikes for Rejects.
Yeah, they're very strong right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Eki getting some deep vision, perhaps for a smoke to come.
They're going to be fighting in their base, though.
Yeah, Ace shows up. The Pit of Malice is enormous now. But they place the Roche's banner. The Bushwhack. Shadow Strike spam, but with that shard, Dark Mago just cleans that up easily. Still Aegis for 2 minutes. Can Liquid even defend this?
This is such a good heart.
They get Bushwhacked again. Focus fire. They're trying to get life number 1. Crimson Guard applied. Get the punch as well. Has a lot of distance on the focus fire. Disruption comes out. Sonic Wave to finish the job. That's life number 1. Now what for Liquid? Frank gets a nice crush onto 2. No follow-up, though. Inside, has to pop the BKB to get out of the pit. This pit is actually proving to be quite an issue for the Rejects. Shadow Strikes continue to rain from above. Shadow Demon in a lot of trouble. Schofield will die to Mickey. As Tofu able to force steps to the other side. Liquid actually defending here.
It's so hard for that. These Pits of Malice are just enormous. Very hard to navigate the fights, and that was a solid hold. I love the heart from Dark Mago. You could see just how much it did in that fight, regenerating him up, but poking and prodding, Liquid eventually break through it. It begs the question if Reject should have been a little bit more eager in that instance. Just when the tower fell, just start diving into the base, pressuring the backline, not allowing Liquid to non-stop spam out. But it is hard when the Pit of Malice takes up half the screen. I understand that. And now, this doesn't really affect the lead all that much, but it might affect the read on the game. that rejects have. Now the concern for me is that they start falling into their uh-oh, we're gonna farm mode and not press the advantage that they still have.
Liquid on the hunt.
Yep, they are
Using
doing
that ward to their advantage.
the direct opposite of that. They want to be the ones pressuring.
Yeah, won't find any kills here.
Oof, no Nisho. Oh, there was no stuns nearby, so he was fine either way.
And Nisha about to, if he wants to buyback, we'll have Octarine and Mickey Daedalus, so some big items coming out. Ace still working on BKB, about 1,300 away.
Nisha hits 25 as well, so he has the Blink talent. A lot more mobility. Doesn't have the shard to go with it though, so can't have that low cooldown silence. They might buy that after his Octarine.
Oh, is that lower the
Potentially.
cooldown as well?
What's up?
Oh. Wait, what?
If he has the 25 talent and then gets an Octarine.
Oh, for the Octarine, yeah.
Yeah. Switched it up to a BKB though. It's just generally when we see people get the shard on Queen, they like having it together with Octarine, understandably. If you want to use it offensively for the silence, you want to be able to get out again soon after. There's the BKB. Nullifier on Slardar. What are we removing here?
Ghost Scepter for Tofu.
Wind Run.
I thought that was... Oh, that's not
It's the
Undispelled.
Tailwind that's Undispelled, not the Wind Run. Which does mean when you
Smoke from
nullify her, she's
rejects.
still super fast though.
Yeah. Okay, looking for an opening. Viper Strike's going to be applied to Tofu. There's the bash, though, on Denisha. Pops the BKB a little bit early. Snowball to delay. Mickey fighting on the top side of the screen. Tofu isolated now. Big Sonic Wave comes out onto Witz with a focus fire as well. He cannot get off Raptor Dance. He is dead to Rice, and that's only one kill for the rejects, and they have to run away in shame. And Liquid trying to chase. Shadow Strikes will continue to rain from Nisha. They get the Bushwhack from Eke. Oh, missing the Pit of Malice, though. There's the Gleipnir, forcing the BKB now into Dark Mago as Frank crushes the ground in frustration. Puts the Corrosive Haze onto the Windrunner. He's just going to die. Mickey just gets right-click down very casually. Somehow they're turning this around without having Kez.
Dude, Mago is so insanely strong.
Does he have MKB or something?
No.
Just didn't have Windrun. Now the Viper Strike, that's going to put the fight to an end. So
Wow, that's crazy.
Liquid were looking good, but yeah. Not
It's
so much
actually
now.
crazy that they couldn't get more than those 2 kills when they chased. I
No.
thought for sure. Maybe they will get Frank. TP, he's okay. He'll explode in the base, but he'll heal first. Even buys a fair. Okay, that was very safe, Frank. You're. This is exploding in when you have over 1,500 health.
Panic.
Playing it safer than safe.
Yeah, Mickey not realizing the power that is Dark Mago right now.
So you're going to see the replay. There's a lot going on at once. This fight is very fragmented. They start opening up on the Quap, but she gets BKB off and resets and gets out. Tusk is now snowballing down to the bottom left. But again, the Kez. Witz is getting caught and getting killed way too quickly in these instances. Has to play... I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect in the way rejects are approaching these fights. Fortunately, Mago is such an unbelievably farmed beast that they can compensate for now.
I just Windrun kind of poorly, my bad.
Yep, that is correct.
Good captions.
That was how he died to Viper later down.
And I like how now we're 42 minutes in, well 43 on live, and Crimson Guard is finally purchased by Ace.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see.
Yeah. And there's the MKB for Dark Mago. Yeah, he is... I mean, how do you even get stronger than this? 17-2. What a beastly freaking performance.
He still has like 10k to grow, right? He can get Ags and Moonshard. So... But as far as the inventory goes, I don't really know what you replace now. I think you need all of these 6 items. The heart is debatable. Maybe there's a world where you replace that for, say, AC.
Come on.
But I don't think so. I actually think it's really good for him to have it here, and the AC should go on the Slardar, which is the plan. Speaking of Slardar, he has the talent now.
Nisha trying to bait the rune. They do so successfully. Frank pops the BK. Actually, no, he takes the rune. I didn't realize that. Not going to be that effective on him as Dark Mago stuck inside the shards. Pops the Manta. He is something fearsome, though. Attempting to BKB TP. He's okay. Question is, can the rest of the lineup get out? El Micho on the run. Schofield going to use the cleanse onto Frank. Snowball's going to hit. Sonic Wave to follow. Trying to kill off the egg. They're going to get it just in time. Does not pop. Meanwhile, the bash is going to hit onto the Queen of Pain. The Raptor Dance not going to do too much as the Shadow Demon is going to die. 3 dead, in fact, including the Kez. As the TP out for the Quap, successful. So Liquid, every time they're down and out, they win a fight handily.
Kez is just getting wiped out.
Yeah, there's been
every
zero
fight.
impact of Kez.
He's just non-stop getting killed by these Windrun kill. I mean, he did 5k damage. It wasn't nothing, but yeah, Windranger and Queen of Pain popping off in the fights. And I think strategically, once again, there's something to be said about the formation of Rejects just not being right. Viper should not be able to be isolated like this in Ice Shards with no teammates around to protect him. You're just not fully... You're breaking formation and it's costing you big time. This is the 2nd time in a row. You're going to see in the replay here. Keep an eye on Viper soon coming up. Or this is after he TP'd out, actually, so never mind. This looks like a pretty good egg, but it's a bit too centralized. And without Viper to protect it...
The range on that focus fire.
Yeah.
It's good, it's good, very good, very good. Secure rush. It's gonna rotate. It's gonna be bottom, yeah?
Second rush.
Very nice, very nice.
I can never tell when they're done.
All right. Liquid, still without having lost barracks, are now have the goodies and equalize the entire gold lead. And this is where experience matters the most. You had a good lead on Rejects. You've lost it. You can tell that Liquid are recovering. You know that a big lead has been dropped. How do you find the way into this against Aegis Cheese?
Schofield blinks to the other side. Nisha spots him, though. Meanwhile, the Underlord just getting destroyed. Ace is first dead. Does have buyback and Fiend's Gate as well. Mickey, Focus Fire, Sonic Wave. Frank gets demolished. And now with that talent for Mickey, his Focus Fire is not too far away. Dark Mago gonna turn his sights onto the Windrunner. There's the egg with the Sunray as well as melting. This is gonna be life number 1. Now in the back line, Nisha trying to take care of business. Wits has actually survived longer than usual. Nisha all alone. There's the Pit of Malice. So the buyback comes out from Ace with the Firestorm to follow. Raptor Dance doing a decent amount of damage, but not enough to get a kill. And again, broken on the Underlord, trying to run away from a right click with Dark Mago just absolutely pounding on him, but Wits again out of position. Nisha finishes the job, eats the cheese, kills off Dark Mago now, as Schofield, the last remaining member of Rejects, up but not for long. And of course, as usual, Eki had to die one more time. 15 to his name. Still winning that one.
Yeah, that was very nice patience from Ace on the buyback. Just waited, baited them in further, and eventually gets the connection with the ulti into a secondary pit, completely locking the area down. It's kind of crazy to see this Windrunner just run around with permanent 640 move speed in these fights.
Yeah, actually going for the
Guiding
tier
around.
4s. They take out the tier 3, and now just focusing the tier 4s with the Windrunner. Only one buyback. This could be game, actually. No Kez for a full minute. 20 seconds on the slaughter. Maybe they can wait to try to hold this with 2 heroes. There's the buyback. I mean, even just with him, this is actually going to force Liquid back for now. They will get the barracks. That's going to refresh fortification.
They don't know if there's secondaries, so they're playing it safe here. They take the base tower to poke out whatever buybacks they can, and then they take 2 sets after. Pretty textbook stuff here, because they know they have enough time. If there's no buybacks, they win, and if there are any buybacks, they can go for plan B.
Yeah, Mickey going to go for this tier 2 as well, so they can try to go for the megas. And they're going to have a good chance to do it. Actually, Frank getting ultra aggressive. Dark Mago's there as well. Nisha, they are horribly outnumbered. Even the buyback coming out from Eki wants to die 16th time. Sonic Wave only onto 1, but Frank in a lot of trouble. Snowball's coming for him. Do they have the punch? They don't need it. That is the death of the Slardar. Dark Mago all alone. And that is a dieback for the Viper as Liquid punishing the Rejects hard. And that might do it. I mean, they're going to have 3 up.
This is going to be a 5v3.
Underlord is spawning
Underlord spawning in 15 seconds with ult. He's going to connect. You're missing 2 big cores. You don't have the damage. Kez cannot do this alone without the Haze or the big-ass Viper. And crazy.
That is Mega Creeps, and only 1 tier 4 defending the base for Rejects. Wits is going to have to pull something out of his ass really, really deep, Cinderin, to get this back in their favor.
Yeah.
Ancient fully exposed, and now a focus fire from Mickey. And look at the pit. Where do you think you're going? You're not leaving your fountain. And that should do it. Focus Fire should be able to finish this easily. They're going to pound onto Wisp for one last fight. Gets kicked, gets destroyed. And that is going to be it. Liquid take it 2-0. And this was a crazy comeback. This looked like it was going game 3 for sure.
Yeah.